Hold fast! You have the strength to prevail. Right!
Most impressive, Master.
We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement. Another statue. Aught within me yearns to climb it.
I can foresee no reason not to go see it up close.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I say we collect as much as we can carry. What a view! I'd not say no to a short repose hereabouts.
'Twould be a good place to take stock of our surroundings.
'Tis as you say.
And I take the rest. You'll not live to regret this. It's a pleasure to serve you, Master.
Stay with me. Wait a moment.
Now, there's a novel idea. I've never seen my own master attempt such a feat.
Unbelievable!
Tis about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. Master. I shall hasten to your aid.
I can hardly believe it turned out like this.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. The sacred arbor will be a sight to behold, I'm sure. Let us trust...
That ladder looks promising, but we'll have to drop it down from above. Now, there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
I'll wager I could make that shot.
Go right ahead.
Fear not. I'll think of something.
Alla carilm ilmen elote falomentarin nun fir nambawe elelia yav tolme? Nandeu in morteren ecialis, nun fir ananduine, fanamone matiene lismelto.
Isilrod vane nun lia casinque erenon. Lia fendel nar salma vi fir orne fa indelrin.
Alacarilm fionoaro osto urne.
Some of us fail to grasp that this world extends beyond the bounds of our cloistered haven. Ah, forgive me. You do not speak our tongue, do you? From this moment forth, so long as you remain by my side, I shall interpret. Now, come. The place the trial should be held is just up ahead.
Nandeu in morteren ecialis, palan malanthar salma.
Ilmen arenfanle.
'Tis a vexing thing.
Morpha menelsar. Morpha menel.
Now,
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Kemenindor, Fionar lis nun moriven.
the trial of archery shall be held here. I bid you wait just a moment while I prepare my entry. But I've just noticed. Where are all the custodians? They ne'er leave their posts. Could it be aught amiss?
Nenwen mor Iwanon. Alcarwa fir nun eldaya menelume sur carilm.
Martir fa nun fionor, minas vena eralote.
Alcarwa fir nun eldaya menelume sur carilm. Kiriando.
No. Darren?
I cannot stand idly by while my sister is in peril. My friend, if e'er I've had need to call upon your aid, 'tis now. I beg of you to join me in my sister's rescue. There is no time. I shall mark the location of the ogre's den upon your map. Make haste. Her life hangs in the balance.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
You cut quite the hunter's figure. Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige.
At last, a chance to use this.
You're here, and not a moment too soon. We must find my sister and save her from the ogre's clutches.
Veninume, mormartir tiel adaka.
Tayel ni sil arin fel. Nun morivin wi alkarwa menelume. Lis anandor lugtena.
Nando in fa echialis, pelinolwende, sinde, soron, aiele, alvekil.
Moriven fendelnar itarondo vani. Falis tuliaf.
I can scarcely see a thing in the smoke.
Where the wolves?
I knew you would prevail, Master.
Keep on like that and we'll be done here soon enough.
Huzzah! You've done it! I shan't allow any who harm the Arisen to go free. Mighty indeed, Arisen.
Ooh, I can't wait to find out what's inside. I will protect you.
Yes, Master, you require assistance?
Thank you.
Let me see. Where do I put that little treasure I found? What are you doing? We're in the midst of battle.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
No! Arisen has been poisoned! Look, Master. A chest. We must find a way to open it.
Is there no way to reach it?
We shall have to crane our necks to spot our foes in a place like this.
Let us proceed with caution.
Choppers! Seems there's no escaping them.
Arbahat, preserve me. 'Tis e'en more nightmarish a sight than I had feared. But there is still hope, if I act quickly. Listen, the moment the ogre relinquishes my sister, I ask that you lead her to safety. I have ne'er attempted to strike a target so distant before. Yet, for the sake of my sister, my arrows must fly true. Pray, keep Darren out of harm's way. We must make our...
Master, we must carry Miss Darren to safety. That was rather more difficult than we anticipated.
Findelnar, El Tara, Angama.
Come. Let us quit this place.
Oof. My pack's grown rather heavy.
Let us make haste for the nearest town. I'd rather sell our pickings at market than toss them aside.
Findelnar, El Tara, Angama.
Pray, keep Darren out of harm's way. We must make our escape, and quickly.
Lefanomo, iskiriandio mor erlot.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Hold a moment. What's this? A way out. Let us make haste. Oh, my heart. There can be no gladder tidings in all the world. Words shall ne'er suffice to express my gratitude, friend. None of this would have been possible if you had not gifted me this bow. You are my sister's savior. I am for heir in your debt.
Eteler, lea fermor el dalia eralotte.
Finlenar.
Karilm ilmen arcael. Silfa nambawe nun kalael. Kemenindor kanian irils aldekar. Fionar elwe arfarne nenwen sur orne? Eteler, lea fermor el dalia eralotte. Lungtena peli telume. Ane martir, tindume ingarina nenwen mor aiwanon. Arta hier kurir, morfa era. Kiriando an mindor hiroth. Arta hier kurir. Vanalin hiror soron. Sorne an kasinke telpi nun finaler. Lera nefir heranon, anne...
Finlenar. Lungtena we fear osto. My gratitude to you knows no bounds, friend. 'Twas your kindness that not only are you my sister's savior, but by the by, If you are as passionate about mastery of the bow as I am, perhaps you might speak with my father. His
Kalael alame, karilm ilmen arkael. Aidalia anandor, nun lintan. Palan hiarmenran, lis fa arnefane, elorato ala, nun mor artaher. Firnis laikasar an ils findamunt in ciel. Nefanamo lis kiriandio mor erlot. Iavstir lalastar, nun falasmir malananon, anamor lis turculion equiales.
Admirably done, Master. Your deeds will be remembered in the sacred arbor for decades to come.
Well said.
Lungtena peli telume, on the vana.
Look here. A path. Is it safe, I wonder?
I've a feeling 'tis... Best left untraveled. Am I the only one?
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might...
Lungtena peli telume, on the vana alvekil.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten.
What should I get up to? I've got wares of every ilk. Pleasure doing business with you.
It takes two to make a sale, and this seller had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
I wish I knew your restraint, Arisen.
Took nary a moment. Now that we're here, what did you have in mind, Arisen?
Days like this need anything to be alive.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have...
Welcome to Bjorn, and quality is what you need if you want to... survive. So before you check the price, just remember, hope to see you again.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to... assist you. Do come again.
Well met.
Boots laced, belt strapped. I'm ready for patrol.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the... foremost hospitality in all Vern. But
Much obliged.
this inspires no... but misgivings.
Welcome.
I didn't say no to a bit of excitement. Mayhap I ought to
Having precious little time. Welcome to Pure, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early. Hope to see you again.
What about you? Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when... treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. You know where to find me.
Welcome. Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat. Now, listen close. Today, I shall
Isn't much to go.
Welcome to... We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to... Well met, sir.
What could yon chest be hiding? I must know.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
This isn't much to go on.
Hail, friend. Have you a spare moment? I've an eye for people, and my instincts tell me you're of trustworthy ilk. I'm in a bit of a quandary, you see. I'm to be gone for a week, with no one slated to mind the house in my stead. Fear not, I only ask your name to list as a tenant. You needn't bother yourself with the cleaning, and I don't expect you to stay cooped up in there, neither. I'd be much obliged if you'd simply consider my home a waypoint on your travels. Sound appealing? Then come on by and have a look-see. I've taken the liberty of...
This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful.
Oh, good thing I'm here, really. I know just where to go. Our road was a long one, but here we are at last.
You've come. Glad so. What say you? Would you care to live here in my absence? Many thanks, friend. I knew I could...
I'm all for camping, but solid walls are a joy that can't be beat. And ours for a full week at no charge.
There are worse things than turning in early, I must say. I've a feeling fortune shall favor us this day.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Oh, I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigour.
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time of day. Getting proper rest is an important...
Ah, how I've longed to embrace... Getting proper rest is an important duty in its own right. Ah, how I've longed to embrace my bedroll. There are worse things than turning in early.
At last, the moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
I'd fain hear you speak on any subject, friend. Might I beg a favour of you? You have my gratitude.
There's a ladder here. After you, Arisen.
Being by your side is an honor and a joy.
I've no time for you now. Leave me be.
This looks as good a place as any.
Seems I'm not the only one who's too busy to rest. Welcome to... We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you? What a delight. Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
I'm in fine.
Well met, sir. I'm in best gentle stock.
Good day, sir.
Always sets me to think.
These writings could be of import.
Let's have a look then.
Go on, have a look. Pleasure doing business with you.
Seems my feet. Not much going on.
You look like... I like to think I give people a reason to smile.
The rules at your leisure.
Not a care in the world. Just as it should be.
I find any turncoats.
Fancy a gander?
Got 'em.
Fine wares all.
Nice to see you places such as this.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
What did you think of that story? 'Twas well told and all, but not particularly exciting, eh? I mean, it's the sort of thing I'd heard tell of a beggar doing well for himself, so I came out here to learn his ways. And by the look of it, he doesn't appear to be making much for his efforts, neither. So where's all his coin coming from, then? Makes...
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
Aye, got some coin. What would you of me? I'll have no trouble, thank you. That's it. I've had enough. Clear off. And don't come back till you're ready to do business properly.
But I've got the coin. I swear it. I simply just...
Where is it then, eh? Bring the coin, all of it. Or...
The lad seemed rather ignorant of the world. Hasn't had anyone to show him...
Oh, 'tis you. You're a welcome sight. Forgive my boldness, but I've a small favour to ask of you. Would you be willing to lend me some gold? I swear you'll be repaid in full. A trinket in yon shop caught my eye. A small, ornate box of exceptional craftsmanship. Alas, 'twould seem I do not have the coin on hand to purchase it. I can certainly procure the gold later, but by then, the box might be... If you'd be kind enough to lend me the amount... Yes? Is there aught I can do for you? Or could it be that you've reconsidered... You bought it for me! Thank you. You're a kind soul. Pray, let me return the favour someday.
He seems a young man of decent character. I believe his promise to repay your kindness was a genuine...
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Do come again.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears. tale by a master storyteller. Should my tale entertain you?
Well, we serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup? Always a pleasure.
A full week has passed since Sir Mildred set off. I suppose 'tis time we vacated her dwelling. I know the way. Follow me.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Here at last.
Good tidings, friend. As for me, I made the most of my week-long sojourn. One might even say You see, I grew so fond of the destination my feet carried me off to, and that's when I thought, mayhap you've grown just as fond of this dwelling. I can't just give it to you, mind. I've my relocation costs to consider, but Well, friend, what say you? Much obliged, friend. I hope you're as pleased with our Suppose I'd best be off. I've my own home to get to. I hope you'll...
A ferry stone. With that in hand, we can leap from one end of the kingdom to another in a trice.
'Tis not an item to be squandered.
Short's been aching something fierce of late.
I'm in no hurry to leave.
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the finest brews in all of Vernworth. Come back anytime. Welcome.
What a bizarre village that was. I'm still not sure what to make.
You best watch yourself.
Well met, sir.
I keep my prices as fair as I can afford.
Ought you need a me? What brings you here? How odd.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here. You will want to hear this. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray. As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be a fine opportunity to display your majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true Arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, your majesty. There are three The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull it. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight.
'Tis our duty to bring the beasts low.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen, you will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Disa's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you, yet I fear we have few other options. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels for now, though I have yet to uncover so much as a whisper of her plots. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, your majesty? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation. There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your majesty, of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to your majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Disa demanded Waldar amend the code of Vermont to her own benefit, and many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that your majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldar will be willing to vouch for your majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, this mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, your majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid.
Right, just follow me. We're in the right place, but the one we're due to meet has yet to show. Ought we to wait for them?
This is the wrong time of day for what we have in mind. Best we set out again later.
We're off to Vernworth Palace then.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Ah, excellent find. Tell is, Vermund was once a beastren kingdom.
Fascinating.
Indeed. Though 'tis not widely known among the common folk.
I would appreciate your
You are the Arisen, yes? Follow me. Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards spy you?
Crowds make for easy pickings.
Does this depend upon my vigilance? Places such as this depend upon my vigilance.
Herald himself with numerous precaution.
Why is everyone always such a...
It's good to see you in such pride. I'm a man of leisure at heart, it seems. When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten.
Such quietude is a blessing.
I'm surrounded by whingers on all sides.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Captain will have my head if I skip another patrol.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once. This room turned up little of interest. But I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brant if I discover aught you should... I'll head out first and speak with the sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape.
Sven, where have you been, Your Grace?
Forgive me. I've been asleep. Thought a stroll might clear my head.
Prithee, inform us when you think.
Always sets me to think.
I've got to fruit
I've trained for this.
Now here's a welcome sight.
Our soldiers need better training.
There's much needs doing.
Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
Let us endeavour to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Someone talked about this.
You've fooled enough before, Corey.
Days like this make me why is everyone all
Welcome.
Oh dear.
I can't.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your majesty's... How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter. And from Batal, no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Disa's schemes run deep. To think, Disa's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Disa is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Disa's focus, you have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I am able to offer, I bid you, take this.
Seems we were right to suspect the Queen Regent. We ought to keep an eye on her in the days to come.
How very peculiar.
Phases. Now there's a name to remember.
Someone is looking this way. Was there aught about me that caught their eye?
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Fancy a look at my wares? Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
What? Huh. This looks like trouble. Wish I didn't have to work to earn my bread.
'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
We ought to put it to good use.
Getting proper rest is an important duty in its own.
Our adventure continues.
Go. Then.
Feeling... Rested, I trust?
Another day of work away. What do you want to talk to me for? Still a while to go before the shift's
wonder what rumours that they have.
I'd never let it. Surely I know the tune.
Another day. Just nodded off for a moment there. Lots to do, and precious little time.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by...
We meet again. Would you care to stay and talk a moment? I'm glad. Sit down. I'm rather fond of this place. I ne'er imagined a city could be like this. So full of excitement. How could I have? In all my life, I've hardly left the palace. My mother is quite... Oft did I long for a taste of normal life. My mother has always procured the things I covet for me, so to... Of course, in the end, you were the one who made the purchase. That's all right. I know you meant well. Besides, I can safely say it was still a novel experience. I wanted to give you something in return by way of thanks. My apologies, friend, but I'd best be going. Thank you for indulging me. I do hope...
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
My apologies, friend. Thank you for indulging me. I do hope we'll see each other.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. Should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close.
Are you in the market for something in particular? Always a pleasure.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
I wish I knew your restraint. Arisen.
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
When the mind is split, the heart must lead. Also, I've learned.
Now, listen close, as today I shall speak of riddles and monsters with frightful mystique. In the north of Vermund is our curious tale staged, where ventured a hero of left.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
I wouldn't mind a chance to doze off as the hills roll by.
Why, the beast! An uncanny affair, to say the least. Yet there was no time for shock and dismay, as "Answer my riddle," did the fearsome thing say. The trickery was clear. To respond meant certain doom. But in the midst of his answer, he'd doubtless be consumed. So a mighty attack did our hero dispense, to conquer his foe and banish it thence. With a single strike was the towering beast repelled, to quail in fear at the mortal strength it beheld. Such is the legacy of Lord Rosamond, who, needless to say, was the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Can't put a price on peace and quiet. Such a pleasant breeze. Wish I could go on an adventure. Got to earn all the gold I can.
Well met, sir.
Skip another patrol. I'm dead on my feet, but I've much to do yet.
Gotta be somewhere to make some quick call.
Shall we seek out the young man from the other day?
Might learn a new dish. Oh, keep things interesting.
Look, as long as you please.
Good. We're here.
Hi, would you care to join me? I was hoping you'd say. Do you know, I had a feeling we'd say. You're not... How I long to learn more. She's always telling me how, after all, if the world truly is so perilous, it seems unfair that I alone... But listen to me waffling on. My apologies, friend. But I'd best be go. Thank you for indulging me. I do hope...
Peruse at your leisure. Gotta take opportunities as they come, I say.
Welcome.
Here at last.
Hoi, friend! There's something I've come to understand during my... Every last resident in this city is wholeheartedly devoted to living out their lives. For it made me painfully aware of... I want to live a life I can proudly call... I tire of enduring my mother's coddling. Looking at this box... 'Tis proof that I am not my mother's servant. 'Tis something though it came to me... Pray, take this with my thanks. Now, I'd best be off. I may not be able to wander the city again for some time. Thus, I cannot say when next wheels, though I feel sure we shall. Till then...
That was quite a gift.
Why, you there? Your presence is requested at the tavern this evening. Who's the one requesting? I didn't ask. 'Tis none of my concern. The fellow said aught about the usual place. Were you not listening? The tavern, tonight. The usual place. Now you know you can leave me in peace. I don't have all day to play at being...
Over here, if you please.
Interested in my wares? Seems my feet always lead me here.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Tis this way.
Find the predicament. Will someone do aught about this? Find the predicament.
Would you mind coming over here?
I quite like it here.
That's such peace. Rain return.
I've more time than I know how to spend.
I've been
I'm
fine
not sure what they expect. I'm no cook, am I?
'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
After you, Arisen.
What to do? Now you
Now, where was I bound again?
I'm a goner.
Give me a moment.
Greetings. You need only make a worthy offering in exchange. I have seen your path. May the... You've my gratitude. 'Tis lovely to see you.
You seem to have stumbled into Saurian territory.
Utterly despicable.
Hold fast! You have the strength!
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement.
Tis my duty to hear the...
I would fain aid you if you are in need.
Should you espy any large monsters fallen on...
Wonder if there's any easy work to be had.
That's enough.
Off we trot.
This is quite a quandary.
Where's the day calling? Will this take long? I've ought to be doing.
Were you not listening? The tavern, tonight, the usual place. Now you know you can leave me in peace. I don't have all day.
The rules at your leisure.
Not sure I can handle it.
Well met, sir. Welcome to the Star Drop. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a...
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to speak? There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. While examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds, I made a curious discovery. For some time now, it seems, she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crown flower. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be Arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crown flowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermont. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope, to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that Your Majesty venture to... I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign is the key to unraveling these... There is much we ought to tend to. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, Your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard, a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's Dorchester. From the pains he took to remain on scene, that alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come... He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught. I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray.
Nothing compares to the excitement of embarking on a new...
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to... For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds. But as I hear it, and so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken, but mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, Your Majesty? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have... Once your infiltration is successful, Here. This should suffice to help. Take care, Your Majesty. Ah. There is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers.
I'm in no hurry to leave. My bed calls, and I shan't resist. It's been a hard day.
Pawns are forbidden from entering the castle grounds, but we may accompany you to the entrance.
Quite the predicament.
I'd sooner stay out of the
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
The solution. Good evening, sir. I trust. You fared all right on the roads, despite much obliged.
This ladder can... take us to new heights.
We ought to put it to good use.
If you must go off on your own...
You are the... Follow me!
follow me. Tis best you move along. One of the other guards is by you. I will be forced to play my prey. Be cautious.
So, you've come. Captain Brant So, you've come.
Thankless job, this.
Would that I now had cause to...
What?
Master, pray let me know beforehand if we are to meet somewhere different.
Our party is reunited. Surely we can ask for no more than that. I've just remembered. There was another matter we were to attend to hereabouts. Was there not?
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
I'm surrounded by winches.
There's
on
no
all
easy
sides.
thing taking a living as a soldier.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Aha! Then we are presented with three options. Either the law of our world that allows, or Jesus Arisen is false. Have you proof that you are... Ah! They say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. He went before the people, insisting that and what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be? Escape? But here I spend my days perusing the code and decide, and I need not. That said, tell me, does that ring any bells? I suspected as much. Then we are done here.
The magistrate seeks a place to quench his thirst for knowledge. Where might we find one, I wonder?
My master told me that the slums hide many secrets. Mayhap we ought to investigate for ourselves.
At last! It all becomes clear.
Huh? Thanks, I suppose.
Everyone's as tired as I am.
Tis good to be reunited.
Times are hard. I'm barely...
Isn't it about time we had ourselves a meal? Oh, what I wouldn't give for a bowl of hot stew.
Always another errand to see.
I've worked in this field all I know. I'm not stopping.
Over here, if you please.
Will someone do aught about this?
Perhaps we'll have a nap. There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life.
Master, my heart knows...
We shall await you here, Master. May our parting be brief.
About ready to fall asleep in
What lust?
dash of salt.
So tight.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Time to get to work.
'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
Ah, excellent find.
What should I do?
Alms for the poor. Pray grant the... Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune... Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I... Many thanks. May fortune smile... Ah, hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance you would be willing to aid me with another matter. You see, one of the children we care for here at the Grace... Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine he would have run away. This building's very old. It could be that he's found himself in some strange corner of it. Might I impose on you to...
Let us begin by gathering information.
'Tis as you say.
Shall we seek some answers? I can guide you to the place, Arisen, or thereabouts.
Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way.
Pray, follow me. I know the way, so there's no chance of our getting lost.
I know so little of this world. Good day, sir.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
I spend my days in quiet... Good day, sir. I spend my days in quiet... It is my duty to devote my life.
My prayers will surely... This is a place of prayer. I must be careful, but if I have...
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself.
My prayers will surely be
Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really...
What teachings might salve people?
Please, sir.
Malcolm's been really into exploring of late. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away from making some big discovery.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
Tell me I haven't got any leads.
This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful.
kind of place, this.
I suppose I could use a moment to catch my breath.
I fear this trial is too much for one such as me.
Malcolm, don't know why he bothered.
Our results are awaited. What say we make our report?
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mention rubble, aye? Come, I fear there's not a moment. Pray, follow me, and quickly.
We have found a material.
I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look, there, a hole. There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. Let us make haste.
Whenever I see so much as a gleam of treasure, I cannot help but want to claim it, however far it may be from our goal.
You too? Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one. I've got a good feeling about this one.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen.
Sir Kendrick? You'll never believe what I've found. It's just up ahead. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like...
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
We're to be guided to our destination. Let's try to follow along.
That's just what I was thinking.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing?
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. Might I ask that you not share the existence? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about...
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go as you please. Let's investigate this place's secret.
It near boggles the mind that so impressive an archive slumbered here. 'Tis surely any scholar's dream.
I knew it to be so.
wish me at the vanguard? By your will. Feast your eyes on this!
We ought to keep watch, lest we be set upon from behind.
Pray, speak up should you notice aught amiss.
Pray, take this. Heavens know you've earned it.
What am I supposed to do?
Is guaranteed tomorrow.
So dull when there's nothing to do.
Where's my comb? My fur's in a right state.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
I suppose all we can do is wait.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Oh, I could use a rest.
Well, have you found some place I might... Oh, to think such a place... Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver...
My knees have been acting up of late.
I'll admit, I did worry you'd forgotten me. Master, if you're carrying around anything you don't need, there's no time like the present to rid yourself of it.
Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet.
Aye, this should be far enough. If you truly are Arisen, words may be wind, but there's naught mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of...
know what to do.
'Twas a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Oh, did it pertain to the Queen Regent? And an important personage, perchance?
Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known.
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time of day.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim, it seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for your Majesty's efforts.
Outstanding. 'Tis moments such as these that make an adventure worthwhile.
'Tis vital that we rest and regain our strength before moving on.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Do come again.
Oh, there's something written here.
Shall we take a closer look?